Hey, Fox. Made it on time. How you're gonna be late every once in a while. But you do win the award for not missing any streams yet. Alright. Welcome to sorry, I had feedback coming in from the phone behind me. Welcome to another MPA Production stream. This is the guild leader from the MPA community. This is the stream we do Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, where we work on community collabs and other community related projects from and for the MPA community. If you're not a member, you can find the link to our Discord and all our other channels on top of our Twitch and top of our YouTube. Right, Fox is already in the chat. Fox, I got some stuff to show you. And, yeah. And some updates on some things. Okay, let's go. So we got, yeah, we see here that we're streaming, I mean, on Twitch, YouTube, as usual. Love that. So we're live there. Loading. I have this app playing a little segue music now. I'm thinking in between streams, how can I make the stream better? Here's the link tree for those that are in the chat that want to grab that. And just make sure you're following all our channels if you just want to get more involved with our stuff. And waiting on Chica to send me some vocals. Alright, go ahead and close out of that while we're streaming. Alright, so again, we're streaming Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Let me go ahead and down a little. I don't want it to be obtrusive. Which reminds me, I turned down the background music. I mean, the FL Studio just a tad too. It was pretty loud yesterday compared to my voice. Alright, so we've been working now. This is the 4th week straight when the new series slash like seasons thing that we're doing, basically community collab project. So, you know, I just was thinking to myself how funny it is. I basically started out with lots of challenges and I mean battles, competitions where it was always like there's winners and losers, which we're gonna do a lot more of those, of course. But what I'm trying to say is like, you know, as much as it was fun for the people to win, it was never fun, I don't think, for the people losing. I'm a big fan of battles, and that's the way competition is. And I think a lot of people understand that's the way competition is. But I still remember the first time I went into a battle, some old school website called beatbattle.com or something like that. And I lost pretty bad, and I thought I was gonna win, and I lost. I was like, well, man, it's really like, but it made me a better producer for sure. But anyways, we're gonna do more battles. But what I was saying, now we're instead of putting a lot of our focus on winners, losers, who's better and who's this and what, you know, all that stuff. I like that we're putting a lot of focus on community collabs and stuff. So it's gonna be a lot more of these for sure. And the challenges coming up will be friendlier, I think. And then we're gonna still just do the good old classic producer battle. 11's coming up eventually. We've done 10 of the big producer battles, so we'll be doing producer battle 11. All right, get that out of the way. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, so anyways, this thing is not just for looks. So I got my iPad here. This is actually a MIDI controller. This right here is just playing internal sounds right now, and it's running straight into FL Studio. Just into like the line input on my sound card or whatever. But I can run it either wirelessly through the network or just through the USB cable as a MIDI controller, and all these nodes and stuff, you move them around and add more and stuff for basically just link it to FL Studio. So I got lots of apps that do stuff like that. So I'm gonna be using that along with this on many of our projects just to get more creative. Right. Close it up. So anyways, we've been working 4 weeks now straight on community collabs, and we've got quite a bit done if you ask me. And so I did some updates, and after the end of this, by the end of this week, there's going to be plenty of samples to download for those that want to just start working on their own versions of the collabs. I mean, again, I mainly recommend at this point in the project, since there's no finished versions of any of the songs, I recommend to download the samples there, load them into your FL or Ableton, or other DAW, and use those to build a track. You can, like, again, make your own version, but really use that just so you can kind of make new samples and loops to go along with those. And then send me the new loops and samples, and you can join the collab, or if you're already in the collab, just send me more samples to do. So we've got friendlier challenges. Friendlier. Everyone's a winner. Everyone gets first place at the end of all this competition. No, I mean, again, I noticed it dealing with it after 10 big battles and a lot of little one-on-one battles and other challenges. We did quite a few over the past 3 years or so. There was always a lot of people contacting me a little, like, you know, upset about the whole thing, and I just kind of, I don't know. Again, that's life, of course, but I'm not about that. I don't think I'm kind of like, I like the fun part of that, but I don't think I didn't want the community to be all about that. Is what I mean. I want the community to actually be more about collabs for sure. Like, everyone's unique in their own way. We all make different kind of music, and let's, like, combine our forces to make other music. All right, so upgrade on the spreadsheet here. First of all, I fixed the title from MPA Community Collabs just to MPA Collabs Season 1, shorter title. Okay, and then scroll down here, we got Discord's fine. Everyone that wants to send me samples on Discord is fine. I did change my name on there just so people don't get confused. It's Guild, same hashtag, so it's Guild0121 for those who want to add me on Discord and send me samples. Just send me, I do like just the Google Drive links and stuff. That works the best. And what would make that even easier is I made this email just for samples. It's called, the email is send samples to guild@gmail.com. Let me make sure I spelled that right. Send samples to guild@gmail.com. And you don't have to send it to the email necessarily. You can just, when you're in the Google Drive link, as you know, when you're putting samples in Google Drive and you hit share, you can just add my email in that. You can add send samples to guild@gmail.com and just give me access to just a special folder where we can both access the folder. I can send samples back or MIDI files and things back and forth. So then we're not always having to make new links and always sending new stuff. So that's what I meant earlier by, if anyone wanted to make just a shared folder in between for the collab, you can do that and just add send samples to guild@gmail.com to the thing. Or just send me a link to my Discord, guild DM, like that right there. Cool. So that's there. We got this. Oh, and then I added this to the thing so we can start promoting the members involved. Here. This is basically SoundCloud links. So this will be on the spreadsheet. Since the spreadsheet's going to be getting passed around and looked at a lot and referred to a lot, it's going to be nice to have just other information on the spreadsheet. So that's why we got. So these are all the members that are contributing so far. And it's actually, when you put them in a list like this, it looks like more than I thought we even had. So we've got 16 members, producers. What did I just do? Oh. 16 producers already contributing. And like I said, I got some other members that want to. I'm not pressuring anyone, it's like we've got a lot. I did that by order, not by airtime. I think the whole thing started. I just started top. You started the whole collab, and you've been here since the beginning. Airtime. That song going on. I'll be showing some other things today. Been using airtime to test the new template, and then learning new things I need to update on the template. And I got the template set up really nice right now. All right, so, and then at the very bottom we got of the spreadsheet, we got the links for the community, and these are all the links to our SoundClouds. If you're a SoundCloud linking on here, if you're not a SoundCloud user, I might update this with the other links and stuff. I just wanted to get SoundCloud credit, some love. We do have quite a few members that still, use SoundCloud just as much as ever, so I don't know. That's why I continue to use it also. All right, so that's it. That's the spreadsheet that's still live. It's the same link. I guess I'll go ahead and share it here just in case members do not have it saved yet. Go. Copy. Paste. Hey, Base Genix. Actually gonna start with your track today. I'm gonna test the template again using the loops you sent me. I really gotta test the template, make sure I didn't leave anything out. And every time I start throwing samples in, I realize something I want to update, and I update in the master template. You know, that's the point of having a template. You know, that's all the stuff. All right, so let me send that link out. Let me make sure Discord got its link sent out. I'm always a little slow on this. I do need to get a bot to send this out for sure. I will send that. I'll send a memo to some of the other staff and see if we can get a bot together. I know I can definitely find one, and I just YouTubers it or whatever. But I like to run everything past the team because they always have suggestions for me. So every time I was like, "Let's do this and let's add this," and they're like, "Yeah, don't forget about this." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." All right. Okay. So I sent that out. Let me close this. Again, you can send me samples on Discord, but there's also now a new Gmail showing this off. You can find it on the spreadsheet. There's a Gmail link. I mean, just a email. I mean, send samples to guild@gmail.com. Send me your samples. Samples only, please. Show chat. Oh, there's a chat on this thing? How do we use this? Is this only for the people that haven't been here? Hello. I didn't know there was a chat on the spreadsheet. Can anyone else access this chat on the spreadsheet? That'd be cool. It might be for only people that have like access though to like download and upload or access, like actually change things. Okay. So there we go. There's that. There's the update. There's got links in the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's update. It's got the links to every producer that's joined. So the contributors basically has their SoundCloud link, and I basically got everyone. Oh, Godly Remixer. Not in the chat yet, but I'm gonna reach out and see if Godly's got the SoundCloud. When I looked it on SoundCloud, I found that Godly Remixer has been working with other members from the community because they've got like produced by Godly Remixer, but couldn't find a channel for Godly Remixer. Mr. Fox is back from his camping trick, I believe, but haven't hit the stream yet. Right. Got another anonymous member on the spreadsheet. See if you can access the chat. I wonder if that's. I'm pretty sure it's just for people that can change, like actually alter the spreadsheet, which would be. I'm not going to give everyone access to that. This thing would be destroyed. All right, let me. Oh, do we hear the music and the little jingle in the background? That's the new little thing too. So if I ever have to like, still going, walk away, put on the jingle, background music. Let me turn it off. All right, so to turn that off, what do I do? What program is that? This is I got a lot of little apps here, so on my iPad, I forget the names. But this one's called Node Beat. The reason why I like this one is right now it's playing an internal synthesizer, which is just like little, simple sine waves and stuff. But you can actually link this to FL Studio or whatever as a MIDI controller. And all these little nodes you can place and stuff, it will just, trigger whatever VST you loaded up in FL Studio. I love it. And I got a lot of little apps like this. We'll probably explore. I definitely do a lot of fun stuff on stream because I got a lot of apps and fun stuff. And that's what makes me want to stream is when I'm messing around with these apps. And I'm just like, okay, this is cool and all, but I want to show some other people. Yeah, it's an app on the App Store, just called NodeBeat. I don't know if it's on Android, but it's on Apple. I'm gonna stop it though. Okay, I found it. Ooh, okay, nice. Yeah, that's a really nice app. There's a whole bunch of music apps that I think that just really make any kind of touchscreen device that can download them and process run them. It just makes it a unique instrument all on its own, because you can do things with touchscreens, and you can't really do with other devices. To be honest, it's got its limitations, of course, but then you got a lot of unique apps that you would never think about unless it was on a touchscreen. Yeah, it's fun. All right, here we go. So let me close this up. I got notes as usual. So Fatal Error, I mean, Godly Remixer sent me a few more samples. Godly Remixer was messing around with Vital. Really fell in love with it like basically instantly. They kept messaging on the Discord and stuff that Vital is awesome, and it is pretty good night. Pretty good scent. So we got a couple samples from Godly made with Vital. We're gonna still check out CJ Kamikaze samples that were sent to me. It's just 3 samples. And then we're going to work on BassGenix track because BassGenix basically sent me the full sample pack. What I really want to do is uh, get all those into uploaded to the cloud, but I also want to really test this template because it's kind of a new template, even though it's basically like many of my other templates, but I did change a few things and I added a bunch of stuff, and you never really figure out if you forgot anything until you try to make some actual music with the template. So I'm going to be dropping BassGenix samples into the template, and we're gonna see what happens, see what it sounds like once again. Yeah, Vital's great and it's free. Um, for a free synth plugin. I mean, and I like presets, so I'm all about buying presets. So you can actually go buy lots of preset packs, and you can actually find tons of free ones too. Just get involved with communities and stuff. I'm a big fan of the Image Line community. Does anyone else go to the Image Line forums and hang out there ever? There's a really active community on there, and it always has been. But just on the forums, there is its own social media community, if you ask me, and it's just diehard FL Studio fans. But the thing is, they've got presets. They're just trading presets for all kinds of stuff constantly. So that's a great place to go. And then, of course, that YouTube channel, the FLPs. Just open up FLPs and start saving presets out of there. I like presets. I know a lot of people don't like presets, but I'm a big fan of presets. Say what you will. I like my presets. Usually just yeah. I use a lot of samples too from Splice. I mean, I'm not saying just to use things straight, and I do that too, just for fun. But the reason why I like presets is because I just like to jam. I'm a musician first, and I just want to jam. Like I literally mean jam, like pick up a guitar or pick up a keyboard. And I don't want the sounds to suck when I pick it up. So it's a great thing about presets is you can just find great sounds and start, jamming. I do that in quotations, whatever you call it, just rocking out, just really just kind of jamming, playing an instrument. And so nice presets kind of just move that along a lot quicker. You just hit record. It's nice. You can always sound design later if anything. Sound design beforehand also, then use your own presets for the jam session. So there's other ways to do it for sure. I like to, like so many people do, take a preset and then alter the knobs until you get a whole new sound. And you just A B the new sound, the old sound, so you just got like, your own sound going on. Yeah. I got a whole bunch of the Virtual Riot and all the other Disciples samples from Splice, and I cut those up. You cut those up, and you can do definitely some processing on them to make them sound fresh or whatever. But I just like cutting them up or throwing them into MIDI controllers and stuff and chopping them up just live. It's just, you get something fresh for the most part. All right, let's get into this. All right, here we go. Got my water. Got this pulled up. So what did I add to the template? I added some pretty cool stuff. I made our master gross beat automation quicker and easier. And I set up the time value for it as well. So we've got gross beat on the master channel, and we're doing that mainly just so I've always done that kind of as a trick when I really wanted to make the song have a certain feel on the transitions. But what's great about it is it makes creating transitions and drum fills and fills in general a lot quicker. You just put this on the master, and that's what we did. But to make that even quicker, we've got a automation set up. But actually, what I got set up for it is the Fruity keyboard controller. I'd actually create 2 of them. You have to like alt click if you want to open 2 things sometimes. There you go. Alt click. So these are basically controllers that you when you click on, you link these to a MIDI controller, and then they move this value knob around, and you can link other knobs to this value knob. So it's a keyboard controller, and I linked these, one for the time and one for the volume of the grow speed on the master channel. So what that basically means is with piano roll now we can create a MIDI clip, which I already have one right here. Drop this down here. Where am I gonna put it? I think right here. Right. So basically we could do some quick transitions with it was already down. We'll do that in a second when we get some sound in here. So let's get some sound in here first, and I'll show off the update. I just basically did it with MIDI notes. Last time I was doing with an automation clip, and you have to move the points around and like copy and paste and all this stuff. Well, now we have it just permanently set in the template as a MIDI key controller. All right, let's open up the pack. This pack hasn't been uploaded to the cloud yet, so that's definitely what we're going to get done today. But first, we're just going to start dropping them in raw. By raw, I mean just how they were sent to me. Let's go projects, production arena, production streams, MPA collabs. It's not in that folder yet. It's let's see, where did I put Bass Genix pack? All right, MPA collected samples. Bass Gen. I got 2 packs for you, but this is the one I'm looking for. Here we go. Running stems. Got the basses, the effects, hats, kick, snare, melodic, perk, sub, vocals, running. Ramsey, raw. Raw. Yeah, we're throwing these in raw. So I can chop them up and resample them when they sound, when we find the ones we want to use. It's cooking it up. So for those that weren't here the other day, I'll just kind of say when the way I got this color coded or numbered, anyways. Top for 3 going to be vocals and any kind of vocal chops, vocal leads, mainly vocals slash leads, depending on if it's an instrumental or not. And then the pink's going to be leads, mainly leads and stabs and plucks, shorter like tones and stuff. And the 7, 8, and 9 are going to be pads, chords, long held out sustained notes, washed out things. 10, 11, and 12 are going to be subs and basses and all the bass stuff. And all the rest are going to be drums and loops. And then we got master automations for the buses down here. Straightforward template. I wanted the template to be straightforward, and I'm going to continue to the same template just because people watching the stream kind of eventually just kind of catch on to what's on the screen at all times without me always having to explain it. Everyone uses FL Studio in a different way. So looking at 2 different people's FL Studio, sometimes you can almost be like, what DAW is this? And you're like, oh, it's FL Studio, of course. I've had people ask me. Like, I've never seen FL look like that. Most people don't, it's just how you set it up, color code it, things like that. Okay, here we go. So we got a lot of loops here. We got, start with bass, effects, drums. We're going to start with, hopefully, some drums here. What do we got? Kick, snare. Nice. All right, we're going to start with that. I've also got the, let's see if I still got it going on. Put my preview track, tried to put it right here. I accidentally put it on 34. Let me fix that. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Okay, so general settings. All right, you can set your preview track to a different, to an actual track on the mixer. So if you want to, process your sample beforehand or just turn down, this is also where your metronome comes through. So I have it right here, 35 is where the sample's snapping. All right. So this drum loop, kick and snare. Always different ways to do this. I could chop it up and put the own pattern in, or I could just throw the loop in just like that. What I prefer to do is just throw it in on a slice X. And then you can use the slice X MIDI to rearrange drum loop if you want. It's just kick and snare, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Take the slice X, drum, kick and snare. Delete all the markers first. Put one at the beginning. All right, so it's gonna be center C, center C. Turn down. This is that one that had that really sharp transient. I'm gonna go ahead and just basically do what I did last time, but I'm going to, we already rendered out some of these loops, and in fact, what I'm gonna do? Got it right here. Might as well take advantage of it. Jump right here. We already rendered out the drum loop for this, so I just want to grab that we rendered out there. So got my folders mixed up again. Backwards. MPA samples online community pack season 1. What was that? Project 8? No, that was the Undeity one. It was Project 3. So here we go. It's definitely a lot more tame, but we'll beef it back up. All right, let's use this instead. So I just want to make sure we're using what we've already created. Wow, it's a lot shorter. I definitely processed it. So let's figure out what I did to it. Going to take these markers off. Add a little point there, and same thing here. We're going to have to beat this back up. Same that transient, but also killed a lot of the other ones. All right, so see, it's just playing the loop as it is, but with slice X here, I could put markers on it and of course rearrange it. And the reason I want to do that is just in case the bass loop or some other sound has a different rhythm, I want to make sure I can match the drum beat from the loop to it. So I just gotta keep it in there. Do whatever. Let's put that there. Let's go on to the next sample. So we had this is kind of an important one. So this is basically like chords and bass, but it's definitely like chords, like a really washed out sound. It's cool. So I want to put it on one of the 7, 8, or 9. So put it on 7. Bass Gen X 150 FM. Who came before? Sample. Who came before? That's a good question. What we got here? Loud. Let's turn it down a little. Hit it with this compressor. Okay. We'll fine tune all the sidechain stuff later. There's something else I want to do. So I like these samples that actually have the sub bass in them, but I want to make sure I'm channeling off all the subs to the sub channel. So to do that, definitely got to open up some kind of, it is frequency splitter, right? And then we're gonna sidechain this to sub. Sidechain to this track. We're trying to send out. We're sending out the subs. So we're gonna take the lows. Sidechain to sub. Work. I can mute it over here. Let's see what happens. I like that. We get oh cool. So there's a meaning behind the who came before. Who came out. That's cool. Nice. That's very cool. I'm trying to keep whatever names that are on the samples as long as they make sense to me and they don't like seem to just be a bunch of garblish or whatever, or they're not too long. I'm gonna keep most of the names that are sent to me, and the only time they're really gonna get renamed is by me putting the producer name at the front, whoever sent them to me, like Q or whatever, and the key and the BPM in the order that I like it. Like to have everything at the front so I can see it all easily. But other than that, I'm gonna try to keep whatever names on there like I did this time. Who came before bass gen example 150 F minor? And I'll change it. If I pitch it up or pitch it down or speed it up or slow it down, I'll put the new information in there. All right, this is just the sub, so I'm gonna mess with this crossover point. So we got it split. It's nice sample. Let's add a little reverb on it. This drum beat just kind of that sound in it. we're gonna layer that drum beat with another sound. Just a spiky little snare thing there. All right. To think here. I feel like I missed a few announcements at the beginning. We're just gonna be fine. I'm not gonna jump into them now, but let me just double check. Kind of. What did I forget? We got the link tree. We got that sent out. I sent out a push notification. I was waiting on a few people to message me back. Is what it was. All right. For those that have been following along and are waiting for me to work with your samples online, just so we can move the project along, just remember that kind of set a goal for this week. What I really want to do is get everybody's loops and samples sent to me, cut up into some kind of starter sample pack for each project, and we're going to be loading those all into the spreadsheet. That's what we've been working on this week. And what's neat is we basically be getting it done. So you can go to the spreadsheet at any time. You can look into the packs that are there, and you can basically look for your new samples to download. But that's just kind of the goal. So by the end of this week, for sure, there will be all the samples. Again, not all the samples that we're going to use for the songs, but all the samples for like a starting pack. What I mean by starting pack is just a placeholder, basically like an idea. Like, hey, here's a sample from so and so. Here's a sample from so and so. Let's throw those in the pack. That gives the third producer or whoever an idea of like, okay, I'm gonna make some samples. We're gonna continue this, collab forward or whatever. So we just got to get samples into the pack, and that's what I want to do by the end of this week. And so there will be about, see, some of them have. Let's see here. Like this one has about 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 samples in it. They'll all have around 10 samples, I'm sure. Some a lot more, some a lot less. By the end of this week, there'll be around 10 samples in each pack. That's cool. From there, starting next week, when we're going to actually start arranging the songs, we're going to be using those samples and continue looking for new samples to add to the packs. Loops. I like to create everything into like an actual loop. Throw those into the pack as we go, and continue to add producers to the songs. Figure out what each one needs. I'll write those notes onto the spreadsheet and figure out which one needs drums, which one needs bass, which one needs vocals. We'll reach out to producers. We can do a lot of that conversation behind the scenes. And so we'll have a plan for each week. And we'll finish this first season off. There's going to be a point where it gets really fun, where we do need to start like getting feedback on the tracks and figuring out how, okay, let's get these tracks sounding the best we can. I'm gonna need, like, while I'm mixing versions here, I'm gonna need feedback on the bass, the high ends, the lows, all that stuff. See the mixing techniques. And then when we're finished and we want to do the final version for the album, I think we should all do our own versions, kind of, if we want. If you want, do an own version, and then we just kind of throw all the versions into like a big, like, let's just release the best versions for the album. Right. Go. Let's split up. I'm just gonna loop this. Let's try out the gross beat thing. Gross beat. That's a gross beat. So, like I was doing yesterday, I can use gross beat to like make transitions, but now instead of using automation, I'm going to use straight MIDI. So controllers. Try the time one first. I think I started on C4. We'll just pick one. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Hope this is okay. I want it to reset when I'm not working. I'm already running into a problem. See, this is what I'm talking about by testing the template. Okay, so the gross beat here is on the master. It's not defaulting back to the first one. I do know how to fix that. We're gonna have to initialize song with this position. Click. Wait longer. Now it's not working at all. Okay, I think I fixed it. All right, that's that. So let's put it farther down here. Let's like I wonder why it's not always working. Hey, Andiety. Working on the Bassgenics collab, Bassgenics Chica collab called Running. I'm just trying to figure out this master automation I have for the gross beat. It triggers sometimes, doesn't trigger always. So like, let's see here. I'm gonna play this. It doesn't reset itself back. Like the other way was definitely better. Like I thought this would be better. The other way was better. You know what I have to do? I have to make a mark for the first one. Let's see here. C4. Isn't it? We'll just maybe I have to like place it. That's F4. C4. Maybe I have to just always make a reset marker. Yeah, so let's try this again. I think that's what I gotta do. It makes sense. That's gotta have like the downbeat marker reset it. So we'll give it a try. So I'm basically gonna save this clip down here. Basically, like I had it over here. Make that. I just want that there, so it definitely resets. So. order. Right. Same thing going on with the other value on the gross beat, the volume. Yeah, it still works. I just want to make sure. So I had to like, well, originally I clicked initialize start at one point. I don't know if that's gonna mess anything up, but like I think I fixed it by just placing a marker on C4 there. I'm gonna do the same thing on the controller for the volume, which is this one. So it's the same thing right here. Try I think volume automation. Let's try. This is the orange knot. I mean this one down here with all the volume, like the stutter effects and everything. All right, so I hit initialize song with this position. I don't think that's necessary. I'm gonna delete that value. Leave that value alone. I'm gonna leave. Just gotta make sure the MIDI clip down here has the note on C4. That resets it back to nothing. I'm not gonna use those as much as I'm gonna use the other ones. It's mainly for transitions though. The other one works really nice. Alright, but for now, I'm gonna leave it all blank. So it's just testing. So that's the new. That's built into the template, so we can do quicker transitions. And it sounds really good when you got a lot of stuff going at the same time. Right, so this drum loop, got the chord loop. Nice. The automation on it. So I like the, like I said, I like the chord progression. I do want to figure it out. I want to get the MIDI notes for, dang it, messed this all up. I want to get the MIDI notes for the actual chords. So, or you still got them baked, so you can send them on over. If not, I can try to map them out. Oh, I'm going the wrong with it. My bad. It's like what happens when I try to talk at the same time. All right, so I can send it. Yeah, if you got that MIDI, that'd be nice. Just because I wanna, I mean, I just want to see it. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but I'd rather just make it easy on me. If you got that, that'd be nice. Bring in some more samples. All right, we'll do the hat. Right here. Hats. Looks like he gave a perk sample too, which would be nice. I've got a sidechain compressor also on like the hat group and stuff, so we can suck that. Oh, not what I meant to do. Okay, I'm already tired. Let me wake up. There we go. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up. Drink some water. 1Q16th. I'm drinking water. I'm reading what Fox is saying. I mean, do every use tape stops. Yeah, in fact, now that we have growth speed on the master, I think it has kind of a tape stop effect on it. Let's see if it does. Let me make sure that hat's not too. Let me first turn down my headphones really low. Listen to it. Sounds about right up there. Turn it up. I mean, it's loud hats, but it's the kind of music where you have like. When I turn that up and I hear other mixing things, I turned up the headphones. Let's go back over these. Again on my headphones, it is. A lot of I don't know, the samples have already been compressed or something hardcore, but we're gonna keep it. Sounds has that nice like grungier sound. I like it. Oh, but I need to turn my headphones back down. And let's see, the tape stop effect is definitely on one of these presets. I'd have to change it up. I think. Whoa. Turntablist. Yeah. 15. Should be able to do it. Should be able to do it. Like if you go. Have no beatboxing skills. All right. This tape stop. Tape stop effect. 15 notes up. So 12, 13, 14, 15. Whoa, it didn't stop. It went opposite. I guess you put that up here. The DJ can't make up his mind. Alright. I don't feel settled today. I'm already an hour into this. We're getting some stuff done. But I feel a little off today. But this is nice. The growth speed seems to be working. The stop effect is easy to do whenever we want to throw that onto one of our tracks. Be like, I guess even better to be like DJ. This all the way to the end. Give it like a, I can feel like it went away on this other downbeat and it kind of came back. Next sample. Those hats can be hidden. It's probably like put the Camel Crusher hat. Ouch. I'm spending too much time. We'll figure that out later. No, it's like equivalent to like EQ and a snare for an hour. All right, so we got the hats in here. We need these perks. Nice. Perks. Let's see. I like the growl things. I just want to. If we could layer that, it has a delay effect already on it though. To figure that out. So I don't know if I want it, but I don't want it like this loud again. Like that, like this, like this, like that. We can make it a little variation there. 1, 2, 3. See what happens if we open up that fresh air plugin on this pad synth thing. Fresh air loading slowly, slowly. Ah, it's like a ringing. Oh, it's like a really bad ringing when we do that. Let's find it. Everybody, turn your volume down for a second. Ah, I can't get rid of this. Can't get rid of this. Ah, ouch. Let me just turn that fresh air plugin back off. I'm about to tame that later. It'd be nice if you could send me the MIDI for that bass tuning, so it would be nice. Right, let's see. Nice. Alright. Fox is saying, what do you think of boosting high end for cleaner mix? Only if the sounds aren't just like harsh. You know, you don't want to boost high frequencies if it's a harsh sound. But if I like the upright songs, I don't think it's about boosting. I think it's about making room in the mix. You know, on Span or other analyzed plugins when you get the track going. Really about, you don't have to fill in every frequency slot. It's really about the spots that you don't fill in really opens up the mix and makes it sound brighter. And there's just certain, you know, holes I like to leave in the mix, if you will, like in the analyzer. Really brightens up the mix. but if you try to make all your samples bright before, and you can try to make everything sound as bright, the end result is going to be too harsh, I think, on the bright end. You got to kind of like tame it back and just layer by layer start adding little subtle things. I like when people add just a bit of noise, high frequency noise, or other high sense layers just to cover all the high frequencies, and it makes you think that everything's really has high frequencies in it, but it's really just the layers they're adding on top of the other sounds that are actually, they cut all the highs out of the other sounds, to make them really strong and powerful and warm. And they add these high frequency layers. I mean, there's different ways of mixing, but yeah, I definitely like high frequencies though, when done right, done correctly. I like this. Okay, we turned off that chord thing for a second. I guess I need to turn off the bass. I'll turn that off for a bit. I love that. I love those perks. This right here. I want to bring that up, so I'm gonna do a lot of automation. So I'm gonna turn most of these down to like right here. Copy. Paste. Paste. I'm gonna turn these parts up. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. This is definitely credit. I don't know, the gross beat probably worked better with the automation I had before, and this whole MIDI thing kind of throws it off a little. I'll do whatever ends up working the best. Alright, let's... We don't know how much this is going to work, but we're going to try. Some of these I have channels for already. Oh, bass. I woke up earlier today. I guess that's why I'm more tired. I'm trying to figure out why I'm more tired than I normally am. I've been sleeping in most of the time. Now, today I woke up early. I'm a little tired. Drop in. Bass sound. Call it computer soup. Computer soup. What? Computer soup. Sidechain with the sub is not working for some reason. Alright, let's first tame that sound. Okay, I like this. It almost has a getter sound to it now with the distortion quality and the reverb. All right, so that growth speed thing's weird. Like if you start in the middle of things, it also causes a problem. There's other ways to fix it. Every time I find the problem, I think of a way to fix it too. I just can like extend this all the way out, I guess. So let's see if we start. Yeah, there we go. I lost the chat. I deleted it. File.chat. My bad. Like I said, I'm a little tired today, but we're getting stuff done. Yeah, I like those. A little cleaning up on some of them, maybe. There's always something I hear, I think. I don't know if everyone else hears it. That's the other one. Like this is some harsh frequencies distortion, if you ask me. Like, and you can't always clean it up just by cutting it. I think that's perfect chance for like it should have been filled in with a different layer, maybe, or you cut it out and then add another layer. There we go. I changed it a little. Remember, the subs are being sent out to a different channel. Yes, closed out of the chat. Yeah, 3K hertz. Yeah, that's where you can always check that. Soon you'll start knowing exactly when you have a high 3K situation going on. Your 3K sound fine on this. This one is actually up here. Same, that's a little. But I've got some other processing things that we can do to this stuff. This is just getting kind of an idea down. Yeah, I know, it's just these things get so... It's just the nature of this kind of sound design. I think if we find another synthesizer or some kind, like a neat little sound that fits in this high frequency gap, and we layer it just right and make it sound like it's part of the same sound, like this sound. You got the subs, you got this doing like the mid distortion, and then we come up with a new layer for the top end. That's when it'll sound really lush. It won't be harsh, and we can actually cut a lot of this highs out. We just got to find that synth. You find the right synth to be layered up in here. Need to add some limiters to these. Give me a second while I write that down. Never mind. Just sitting here, I lost my pen. Never mind, I see it. But anyways, here we go. Okay, let's temporarily get rid of the start thing, even though that's cool. Probably end up doing it somewhere in the track. Maybe Kind of sounds like a Getter style track though, with the way the distortion is and how it's kind of just dark, grungy mix. Do like the put the reverb on the top end of the bass too. Another good thing about splitting the sub off. And got a sidechain on all the reverb. Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely send me what you got. The more the better. Gives me more to play around with. Definitely, definitely if you know it's going to be like a layer for something you already sent me, try to name it so I know which layer it goes to and all that. Kind of works. You know what we can do though too with this chord thing? You gotta, sorry, I am hitting the wrong thing. I click that. So you grab the beginning of this chord like this, probably even shorter. Huh? Yeah, that works. So now let's go ahead and do the other cliched tropes. I'm gonna click both of them. And this is that one, but what we want to do. Got that one, this one. Maybe just kind of like bring it back on. It works. It's starting to work anyway. You can definitely add some more ice in here. That's all the samples from this pack. Now we can jump back into the other pack here. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. It's all still the same key. Throw this guy in there. What was that? Running melodic. Grab it. There. Running melodic. Running melodic. Go. Right chain. Yeah, this is what we needed. The heavy reverb. We're gonna not play that right on top of that other stuff. I was just trying to mix it. We kind of want to do the same thing we had going on over here. This. Moving too fast. I need a new mouse. We're getting ideas here. I definitely want to process a lot of these sounds, get them kind of. I'm only gonna be able to get them just so far before they just kind of, it is what it is. But I'm gonna use what I got. But I love the way this is sounding. It's kind of all coming together. I'm getting a kind of a vision for it. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of stuff we've probably heard before, but we get it to a level where it sounds good and like something we might have heard before, and then we take it to another level. That level being something no one's ever heard before. I usually do that with like lead solos and stuff. Crush could be super harsh on highs, but it's got some presets that work really well. Like British Clean. Alright, alright. So what else we got? Vocals? What? Which ones were these? We don't have vocals from what? I think we already got a spot for that. Let's go. I mean, it has its place in many songs for sure. Since Chica's gonna be on this, I might try to pull something from Chica's sample that sounds similar. Nice, and Didi, you want to send that to me? Hey, I got some updates too for those that were just getting here. And forgive me, today's stream feels a little sluggish and slow. Definitely getting stuff done. I guess many streams might feel like this depending on what kind of grind we're on during the process. But I'm also tired. Woke up early this morning. But that aside, we got the updates. I did work on this. Look at this. So now on the spreadsheet, we're looking at links to all the members, participating contributors. So, you know, just kind of a shared promo of who's working on what. Other links there, but even more importantly, you can send it to me on Discord always, or you just want to open up a shared folder with a shared sample folder with me, and I made an email just for that. You'll find it on this right here. It's just send samples to guild@gmail.com. Zoom in. Send samples to guild@gmail.com. You can just like share that email. That's an actual shared folder. We can both put files in it, or you can just send it to me, email or Discord, whatever works. But yeah, more samples, the better for these collabs. I want to dive deep. If something's sounding all right, but it keeps bugging me, I'm gonna a lot of times go dig deeper for other samples. We can always switch it up and do different versions. So the more samples, the better. The way I see it. All right, so that's an update on the spreadsheet. What else did I do to it? I just added the links to our community, and that was it. Yeah. Oh, I changed my name on Discord. That's what it was. So don't get confused. My name is now Guild on Discord. I did that to stop any confusion because most people call me Guild. So yeah, just remember now I'm Guild #0121 on Discord. All right. So let's close that out. Okay, what else we got here? We got subs. Whoa. See, I want to take this a different direction. Like I like. Okay, watch. I like this. That's nice. Let me delete this here. And that's a nice bass right there. That's my kind of bass. I like that. 808 stuff. Um, Uh, yes. We could probably use both, I guess, but like, no, mute that. Hold on. I'm excited for this bass. I don't know if it's going to sound as good as I think it is, but I like this kind of bass. You know what it almost needs? It almost needs like, I think like that would be better. I feel like some delay, like even more delay on these chord things. Ping pong style. Alright, and then we just kind of move this here. This out of the way for a second. Copy this. All right. I'm glad that we're coming up with something here. Bass Genix Wub in the chat saying, why not have the bass loops on to of the distorted subs? Just cut the cut. You like use the subs for the top. Are they the same melody? Man, I really wish I wouldn't close out of the chat like that. Are they the same melody though? Like, are they gonna clash? I mean, I like having a separate sub with nice distortion and all that stuff, but if there's a separate sub underneath, like ultimately a different bass doing something different on top, hey, let's try it. So there is another way around that. I can have it sidechain to it where it only triggers when the bass is playing. Let's see here. So try. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, so the subs are already all being cut. So which one would we want to cut the subs from? I'd say let's cut the subs from the top one. So all I gotta really do to do that is, it's already being cut here, I would need to just not send the subs out. here. I think it's gonna work. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but see if we can make it fit even better. I think that works for at least for this demo. Let's repeat it. Did I miss something here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I somehow lost. I think these are all supposed to be cut off anyways. So give this a try. I can make those sound better, but I need to rest my ears for sure. Let's see if the other samples we're trying to get in here. This is kind of the demo. I like these ideas we have. So we got that. I like this. I like the grocery. That's sounding better to me too now. The way we mixed that, brought up some of the highs, cleaned out some of the lows. There's I wasn't supposed to do that, but I do like the way that synth sound, the synth chord stab sound with that stop, record stop thing. A lot cleaner. Check those highs, hats, make sure they're right with the perk. Well, I want these hats. What was I thinking? Here we go. Like, wait a minute. I just threw them in right on top. Maybe that wasn't the right thing to do. All right. All right. I did set up. Samples longer. All right. So what we need to do is set that out. I want this to feel like it fades back in. This might not be the spot to do it. Kind of work. This should cut off quicker. There's the hats so far. And they're still going through that camel crusher. Let's see what it sounds like when we turn it off. I like it with it on. It's not much different, huh? about it. All right, we're pushing it. Pushing this. Definitely getting tired. All right. This sounds cool. We get all the samples in here. I'll render these out after the stream. Get them into the cloud folder for everyone to download. We got that one. I like that new hats. What's this effects? These effects. The effects seem to be blank. Not sure what the effects were. And those are clean right there. That's definitely I like this sample pack you sent me separately. The second one you sent me, basically based Gen X, was a lot better quality, higher quality for sure. These are some quality samples here. I like it. I want to use this. I'm gonna put this down here for later. Nice. They sound good. Thanks, hat, melodic, sub, vocals, running. This last one. Oh, nice. Yeah, okay, there we go. Get it sound like that. I see what you're doing. Do we still have that kick drum doing that little stutter thing there? I did something. I cut the kick drum up or something. Let's see. We should get this. We're gonna be using all the samples you sent me here. So let's just quickly, before I log off this stream for today, because I'm falling asleep, I'm going to throw in this kick snare that you sent the second time. Didn't really need to go to that first pack because these other snares basically replace all those. Let's open back up this kick snare, drop it there. Kick snare, drop it there is what I just said. Delete this. Alright, let's try this. Louder. Yeah. Oh yeah, it has that transient thing back again. So what did I do last time? Just need a hard limited, I guess. That's not it. Not really working. Alright, before I mess anything up here. This drum kick and snare was basically the same thing though, right? So if I come over here, open this up, it's probably longer. Read it. Okay, this synth is not. Hold on. There we go. So we have a synth that's like pumping through here that shouldn't be. Like, where's that coming from? It's not even going through a mixer track. Where's that? Oh, it's this guy. Duh. You know what I mean? When I get tired. Here we go. Now we're back to this. That was causing probably most of the problems. There we go. Soft clipper on it right before it, maybe. Okay, let's try this again. like the idea, but I really want to switch out the top layers. Like we're gonna go with the same kind of concept that we got here, but I'm gonna try those new things you sent me, like these. Those kind of, these are all cleaner than these original samples. These original samples have some like high-end hard. And it could have been some of the processing that I've added to them, but they're a little harsh for my taste. Not harsh. They're just like a little dirty. I guess they're just a little too dirty for what I think. The rest of this stuff's real clean. Like those synths you sent me are real clean. That distorted layer is distorted. This sub is real clean. Like that's a real clean sub. I think with this and this other thing you sent me here is real clean. I think on top of that, it's gonna sound really good. Somehow. Like, okay. Yeah, that's real clean. So we need like these real. Need to send that through one of these channels. I like that. Those can be more stabs anyways. So that's gonna sound nice. And this vocal thing we might, let's try to reverse it even. Needs like a lot of delay. There's something really weird with it. And that is track 9. Add some crazy delay with a lot of feedback. Being on. That's right. 8. I don't know. It's really not what I was going for. It's a little inappropriate to be honest. It works though. That's just not what I was going for. I'm saying the sub should kick out right there though. Like, I think we should just replace these. Basically is what I'm saying. With something similar, but cleaner. And I think we've already got one of them. You just already sent me. If we're gonna send me anything else, layer kind of things like that. What was I doing? I was renaming red. We should get those swapped out, and that'd be really nice. I like that bottom layer thing there. This running effects thing didn't work. Is that up here? Not sure what that was. Get that out of here. Thing was this demo. I want to leave that in here just because I want to get it sounding close to the way you had it. You had it sounding really nice. Like the way you had it sounded good, but see, you had a different. Those other samples came from the other pack, anyways. That's what I'm saying. Like the whole second pack works really good together. So I'm just gonna go with the whole second pack. Everything from the first pack, I'm gonna kind of like put to the side. Let's roll with the second pack you sent me and add to that. Running bass. This one, I like that one. Let's keep that. The thing, reference, vocal thing. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna replace it with something Chica is gonna do. Bass Genix. I was aiming. No, it's all good. It works, you know. That's actually a lot of that would actually go in a lot of like reminds me of like something like Nightmare or something. Dude, not necessarily Nightmare, just like a lot of producers would. You can layer that with like a honestly, you layer those kind of vocal samples with like toms even. Believe it or not, and they become like a kind of a drum. I'm remembering that was for, but so today's also been a major test on this template because you just see how everything's like color coded as it's been and all that stuff, and but throwing the samples in and actually seeing if we can get a song out of it is like a testament to see if the template's actually set up properly, and it basically is. I took a couple notes. Mentally. I think I never actually wrote them down, and I'm kind of forgetting what they were. But anyways, I got to take notes as I go on what things we need to add to the master template. Oh yeah, I gotta fix that grow speed stuff. And there's a couple other things I want to add, but basically the template's working. Gives us plenty of channels to work with. You know, I still have empty channels in here, and then I'm going to render these out. Whatever we decide to go with, I'm going to render as a fresh loop, just so we know kind of the idea of it. Like, you know, literally cut these things off, make a fresh loop out of this where the beginning's cut off, because that's where this thing belongs. And then I'll render a new loop of this with just stabs there, you know. That's working. And yeah. I mean, even though they're like nice in their own right, it's just that's I know we can do better. All right. I believe we can do better. By the way, I think you've already sent me a bunch of samples that show me. I mean, I've heard a bunch of your stuff, so it's like I think the heavy distortion sound design is awesome, but keeping it as like pleasing and clean on the ears. You know those new plugins, and I don't even own it yet. I haven't worked up the cache yet for it, but everyone's using Soothe, right, and Goldfoss and those other plugins that and like dynamic EQs and stuff that are dynamically shaping the sound when certain frequencies like too resonant. And that's how these people are getting very crazy distortion sounds and pretty much the same exact sound design that you're doing here, but then they're running it through like Soothe and stuff. And I've run a 2-week demo on it, and it's exactly what I want, but I ain't buying that right now. It's nice though, for sure. Yeah, because you sent me stuff, Base. Send me some new stuff. You can even link your thing here. Base Genix. Oh yeah, did you see the spreadsheet too? Look, we got. I don't know how much you use SoundCloud, but like right here, we've got you on the spreadsheet. Look, this is me liking all these things, by the way. All these likes you have on here and repost. That's me doing that. Yeah, I listen to your stuff. I listen to everyone's stuff that I follows back the community. Yeah, the community likewise, because community does to me. I like community. I mean, community in general, and of course, music production is, what I do. So having the two together. Here we go. So it sounds good. I'm render all these out as loops. I like this pack you sent here, and if you want to send me anything else, I really like these kind of. I like this kind of stuff. That stuff sounds epic, and then I like this kind of stuff. We don't hear it. This kind of thing. It's awesome stuff. Although we have enough drums and percussions. I like that. What was that other thing? Send me whatever you want to send me. But I was gonna say I like this. It's real clean. I'm gonna chop that stuff up and probably put it right over here on top of this sub. And that sub 808 style sub bass is real clean. But you can take your time because honestly we got enough. Compared to the other samples, and I mean compared to the other collabs that we've going on, we've been making pretty good progress, and we've got a lot of stuff done. And compared to the other ones, you know what? I didn't do half the stuff I was supposed to do today. So look, here's what I was missing. Remember a second ago when I said I forgot to do something? This was this whole VR space in here. Let me skip this. It's okay. It's not a big deal, but it has been running behind my computer this whole time, probably slowing things down. Even got a message. What do we got? What do we got? See, when I stick around, people actually try to convince me. I need to have a second computer for this, to be honest with you. That's. But anyways, I got the whole VR streaming thing going on. I didn't even launch it at the beginning though. Alright, let's get out of here. It's been a productive 2 hours, regardless how sleepy I've been. Alright, got this. I like these samples you sent me. This is a pretty good one. So let me open up the notes. Let's take a couple notes on it so we know where we're at. The Guild, Bassgenics, Chicka Pryor collab titled Running. Still waiting on the vocals. Uploading loop to cloud. There's some other things. Oh yeah, I really think I can make I really think I can make what I'm looking for with the samples you've already sent me. So don't feel pressure to send me anything. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna chop these up, I'm gonna throw them in a slice X, and I'm gonna come up with a new pattern. Basically the same pattern as this. These right here that are red and layered on top of here. So I think that's all we really need, and these sound really good. Have that delay on it. It's making it sound really big. That VR app thing is called AltSpace VR. I actually stream in there every day as well. So we're streaming, multicasting to not only Twitch and YouTube, we're also multicasting into that virtual platform, which is a Microsoft 2D and VR platform. I do a lot of VR stuff. If you watch some of the Saturday streams and stuff, I'm gonna start doing a lot more of that. I did one last Saturday too, but I've got a whole bunch of virtual reality music programs that I've been tinkering with, and I'm gonna start showing some of the stuff I've figured out here. They're all real gimmicky for sure, but fun stuff. That app right there is not really a music app, but I've done performances in there, like DJ performances, because it's like an event app. I like it. A couple members from the community have been in there. Like I met here and then went there and stuff. That was a pretty. Oh, gotta represent the app that I'm using. I created. I already closed out of the app. I'm not gonna bring it up now, but we got virtual reality recording studio in there and stuff. You basically build anything. You know, it's kind of like I'm not good at world building at all, but if I knew what I was doing, or if anyone does, like a Unity game engine is basically what they use. Anyone that knows how to use Unity can create anything they can create on Unity can be uploaded in there. You can create recording studios and all kinds of stuff, and you can cast in your desktop monitors and audio into the world. So that's how we cast in FL Studio and other cameras and everything. We've done a lot of stuff in there. As by we, I mean my VR contacts and friends. All right, so this was pretty cool. It's been 2 hours today. Thanks for those that stuck around today. Like I said, we're making progress this week. By the end of the week, we're gonna have that whole spreadsheet full of free samples, practically just free samples for people that don't want to really. It's like that's what I'm saying. There's two ways to look at it, and I really like to kind of push the fact that there are basically free samples going on here. So yes, the idea is to do collaborations, and yes, it is about watching the stream and participating on stream. But what I also want people to get out of this is to see how as the streams go on, the content library is going to grow, and that's just another neat thing about this stream. So you can always come back, check these links, and see if there have been added samples been added to them and stuff. And when the song's finished, we'll just kind of archive it, so you can always just go back. And essentially, it's gonna be like remix packs there. But I encourage producers that want to get involved to download the packs and try to create your own little mix and some samples to go along with it, and then send those samples over to the community sample library, and all the producers collabing, sharing samples, creating versions, and we'll just continue to see how long we can go with this. I really think I've reached out to a whole bunch of producers that said yes. I just haven't a whole other list than this, not just this list. Like a whole bunch of producers say yeah for sure. I just haven't hit them back up because I don't want this to get carried away. We got 10 tracks here already, and we got to get these finished. So I'm gonna slowly bring in producers to each one of these, But I really feel like this might get carried away way too quick, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So season 2 might be twice as epic. All right, let me just close this out. Play this one more time before I get out of here, just so we can start grabbing highlights for the Instagram and everything. But before I do, I'll just say last final announcements that do follow us across all our platforms. You'll find the links on top of our channels. If you're not already a member of the community, do join us on the Discord. That's where most of the stuff communication is happening. We do have some stuff planned for the future. We're bringing back feedback streams for sure. There's just been some redesigning of that. We're bringing back some other things to go along with our branding change, music production arena, and all that stuff. So look out for that. The amino is, we're going to try to pump some life back into the amino itself, believe it or not, and that's just going to be used for some fun projects of mine. And just the way the platform's set up, I'm going to try to use it for different things. So just kind of keep an eye out there if you want as well. And other than that, so yeah, just keep an eye out for the new competitions and challenges. Other than this community collab stuff, we want to bring back some of the other events. So just check out the Discord for that. But what I'm going to mainly be doing is sending out demos, dropping these demos. Once we start getting good demos for each one of our collabs, I'm going to take the time to drop them into the feedback chats and the collab chat so we can start getting some feedback. So when I'm here on stream, I have a list of things to work on. Feedback, I love feedback. I love negative feedback the best because, I write that stuff down and then I research it and I try to figure out, how I can fix that stuff. So we're going to start dropping all 10 of these collabs in the feedback chats on both Amino and Discord and get some feedback, see what people say, but not yet. Let's get some better demos before we start doing that. All right, so that's pretty much it for today. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll definitely be working on a different track, rendering out more loops. If you have any questions or want to send me any suggestions or feedback or more samples, send them to me in the Discord. All right. See y'all later. Here we go.